Hi, you're here for the makeup? Yes, I'm Stormy. Please get comfortable. Let me put my gloves on so that I can be very sanitary during the makeup application. And in the meantime, please tell me, what is the event and what kind of look did you want to go for? Okay, so it's not too formal. Well, I don't know if you heard of this trend. It's really like everywhere in this last month, and that is the clean girl makeup look. That is all about a very natural look, enhancing your complexion, your inner glow, without exaggerating too much. I think it's a perfect fit for the event that you have in program. What do you think? Okay, in this case, so I see that you are bare skin, which is great, and we can get started with a little bit of moisturizer. I always like to apply it on the skin to make sure that we have a smooth base to get started with. Yeah. Okay, so I see that your skin is a little bit dry. It needs a little bit of love and nourishment today. Before we go ahead with the makeup, especially with this look right here, it's very important to focus on the skin and its health, okay? Okay, good. So, now that your skin has been hydrated, I would like to go for a primer, and I would like to use a primer that is going to minimize the pore but also nourish the skin, as we said, okay? So I'm just putting a little bit of product onto my fingers like that, and I'm just going to apply it onto your skin, okay? Ever so gently, to apply onto the skin. Again, here doing a nice massage so that it's going to be soaked completely. Yes. And therefore we're going to have a smooth base to apply the rest of the makeup, okay? Good. There we go. Okay. How is it feeling? I want to tell you that it's looking very smooth, because it's very important to have a clean canvas. In fact, foundation is going to be applied very meticulously, and not all over the face, but just in some strategic areas. So I am going to shake it a little bit. Like that. Just grab a little bit of product, not too much. This is all we're gonna need, okay, for today. I know it feels like it's too little, but I promise it's not. I'm going to use a fluffy brush to apply it. I know. It's going to feel crazy, but I'm just applying it into the areas where you tend to have some redness. Where it tends to be a little bit uneven, maybe. That's where I'm applying the product. Spring is coming, so we can hear the birds singing. I don't know if you missed them, but they're here to stay. So, okay, just using this fluffy brush is going to help me really blend the product very seamlessly onto your face. You see how much we have left? It's all about less is better. Okay, good. Just a little bit. Alright. So here your skin is still visible, okay? And the goal of this look is not to hide it, but to enhance it. So now I'm just going to grab a little bit of concealer, just a tiny little bit, give it a nice shake, like that. I'm just going to apply it where you need it. Just tiny dots. Okay, like this. Here. And here. Here. And here. Yes. And now, with that same brush, I'm just going to ever so delicately blend it into the skin with the lightest and most feathery strokes, ever so gently, making sure that the most of the coverage is centered on the little flaw that we want to minimize, but we don't go and cover your entire face, okay? This is all about embracing your natural beauty. Of course, if we have some little flaw, we're going to hide them, right? Minimize them, but we are not going to make a drama out of a little bit of texture, okay? We want to celebrate your natural beauty. Okay, good. Now that we did this, I'm just going to use a beauty blender to ever so delicately dot it on the face so that everything is going to look even more blended together and even more natural, even more seamless. Okay, good. If you deeper to the nose to even out the skin tone. But we still want to leave that little bit of a natural color of your skin. Okay, just like that. After we're done with the base, I'm just going to set very slightly with a very fine translucent powder, not all over your face. And I am using the small fluffy brush I used for the foundation and concealer application. Just setting, if you can look up, just delicately setting your under eyes a little bit. Same here, a little bit in the T-zone and close to your nose and on the chin, just where you would tend to get oily, but not overall, and just dragging around whatever might be left on the brush, but not picking any more product, and with the slightest hand possible, okay? Good. Alright. Now that we are powdered, I always like to go ahead with the brows, take a little break from the face, and see how everything looks together before proceeding with any extra steps, okay? Because here, less is better. So for the brows, I am using a very natural shade that actually really matches your natural colors. And I'm just going to draw some feathery strokes very naturally onto your brows, not exaggerating with the product, and trying not to change too much the natural shape of your brows. I know there has been many trends like the spot brows, straight brows, and things like that. But here, we just want to stay truthful to your natural traits, okay? We don't want to change things drastically, but just delicately help them. Okay. Good. Alright. Now that we have a general layout of what your face is looking like, we can decide how to proceed. Personally, and here I want you to share your opinion, but personally I would like to use something that is really similar to your skin tone, So I don't want to exaggerate anything, but I want to pair a warmer shade to a colder shade so that I can add a little bit definition and a little bit of life to your complexion. What do you think about it? Okay, so in this case, I'm going to pick the shade that best suits your skin tone. And I'm using this very fluffy and delicate fan brush. And I'm just applying it very, very delicately onto your skin, adding definition here, just here where the cheekbone is, and the other cheekbone. Just go take a little bit of the forehead and the jawline, very little bit at a time, taking a tiny little bit of product and building my way up, one stroke at a time, ever so delicately. Okay, let me see. I think this is looking great, so I would like to add a little bit of warmth now. Okay. So with the same brush, just going a little bit above the contour, just added, and again, building up slowly, working my way to bronze your face like it's been naturally kissed by the sun. Good. There we go. I think we're looking good. Again, I don't want to overdo it. I am going to proceed with a highlighter because again, if we want to look natural and healthy, all we need is a nice glow. So I'm grabbing the highlighter brush, which is this teardrop shaped brush, and I am going to grab the highlighter shades that suit you most. I would like to use a warm and darker highlighter shade on your lids so that it will look like you have a very shimmer eyeshadow, but also like your lids are naturally glowy. Okay, like a nice bronze moment that I think it's never out of fashion. I think a nice bronzy shimmer lid is actually timeless. Don't you think so? Okay. Good. I'll move on to highlighting your cheekbones. Just like this, just looking where the light naturally hits you and enhancing that specific spot. And same thing here. Looking where the light naturally hits you. Here. And enhancing that specific spot. Great. Now I'm going to also highlight your brow bones a little bit. I always like a nice highlighted brow bone. Just lifts the face, brings light to the face. The bridge of your nose, a little bit like this. Good. A little bit in your cupid's bow to give a fuller lip look. Okay, and whatever is left, I'm just very delicately bedazzling it, very subtle, onto the highest points of your face. Here we want to give you a glowy effect without making you look crazy or cakey. That's very important. Okay. Now it's time for a little bit of blush, so that we're going to melt the bronzer and the highlighter together and really give that look of a sun-kissed but also really glowing from within, healthy, radiant complexion. Okay. Okay, so just here on your cheeks. No fancy awkward techniques here. Just applying it where we need. Nothing more and nothing left. Okay. A little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the nose, a little bit on the chin, just a little bit. Okay. Good. With your permission, I wouldn't go with anything else in terms of eye look, if not a little bit of brown eyeliner right in between your lashes. Okay, so to do this, I'm going to gently pull your lid and delicately caress the base of your lashes, okay? Okay, so I'm starting with the first eye. Are you ready? Just relax. Okay, we don't want the eyes to water too much. Okay, are you feeling ready for another tiny little bit of this eye? Okay. Great. Relax again. Okay, and now we go with the other eye. Are you ready? Okay, so I'm gently pulling your lid up. Just so gently and delicately. Go ahead. eyelashes. Take a breather and relax. Good. How's it feeling? Is everything okay? Would you allow me to go for another little bit? Okay, so gently pulling your lead. There we go. And we're done. Relax. How did that feel? Okay, good. So, to add a touch of extra brightness to your under eye, I would like to use a lilac highlighter. It's not as bright and beaming as the other highlighters, but it does counteract the darker shadows and really brighten and illuminate. So if you can please look up for me. Good. Just a little bit. Okay. And the other eye, please look up. Another tiny little bit. Okay, good. That's gonna make you look so refreshed and well rested. Good. Now, for the lips, if you want, I can just draw very delicately the contour of your lips, and I would suggest a nice gloss, maybe a little plumping gloss to again keep it very natural. What do you think about it? Okay, good. So I'm grabbing the lip pencil here. Okay, and I'm going to draw on your lips, so if you can just stay relaxed. Okay. Good. We can go just a little bit out of your natural lip to create the illusion of a fuller lip. Okay. Pick up the corners here. Alright. Okay. How does it go? Close. Close, 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 close. Cannot close it anymore. Sure, you don't want to work. Okay, in this case, I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay. And now a nice plumping gloss, okay? Plumping gloss for your lips. There we go. Yeah, it's a very thick one. Wait. Let me just hold your face so it's gonna be easier. Okay, how's it feeling? Great. Yes, it's a little bit, you can feel it on the lips because this is a lip plumper, so it's gonna be a little bit like minty sensation, but it's all good. Okay, so now we're going to set everything with our setting spray, okay? I'm just going to mix the ingredients together. Right, there we go. Are you ready? Just going to spray here. Okay. All right. The key part of everything, as your face is now quite wet, I know, the key part is to dry everything with this sponge so that all the products will melt together and look like your natural skin. While the air fixes everything, makes sure that it stays in place for the entire day. Okay. Just another tiny bit here. Let me see, I'm gonna make sure it's all dry. Looks dry to me. Okay. Good. And now, I know you thought I forgot, but I did not forget. I kept it for last, mascara. Why did I keep it as last thing? Because as I was going to soak your face wet with the setting spray, I didn't want to risk to close your eyes and stamp your mascara onto the under eye. It would have been such a waste of time and energies. Okay, just grabbing the product. Again, I'm going to pull your lids so that I can better do. Okay, and relax. Good job. I'm going on the other side. Can I pull your lid again? Thank you. And relax. Now I always like to go with a second coat so that your lashes are going to be more dramatic. Okay. Now we're just going to thicken them up and separate them. Okay, like that. Okay, relax. And we do that on the other eye as well. Almost there, separating the lashes. Alright. How's it feeling? Are your eyes watering? If you need, I can just go like that. Okay, so that we can't take the damage. Okay, good. Alright. Okay, your makeup is tells a story. It makes your face even more interesting. I hope you enjoyed this makeup application experience. And if you did, please come visit me again, okay? Thank you so much for allowing me to do your makeup